So I bought my PSVR2 during the days of play sale, and to be honest, I was quite excited because I've been putting it off for a while, just because of that hefty price. So yeah, got it, excited to use it, and it pretty much was setup was a little bit of a pain. The controllers needed a charge, but then something happened. So back to it, yeah. So I played a few games, most of the demos that I liked, like Horizon, Village. I played some of that. Resident Evil Village is probably the best game, probably the best VR experience you're going to get. Saints and Sinners was okay, but the major thing, which is an issue and why I ended up returning my PSVR 2, is because of comfort. It's the major factor, and I was, this isn't some kind of PSVR 2 hate video or anything like that. I tried to convince myself that I was enjoying it, but I really wasn't. So there's a number of things that hold the actual unit back itself. The major one is comfort. No matter what video you watch or who you watch on YouTube or anywhere else, no matter what, it's just determined by the shape of your head and all sorts of factors. So moving it around and stuff, I basically just couldn't get it comfy at all to sit properly. If the kind of the bar around the strap that goes around it has to go quite low on your head, and basically it feels like it's crushing your head. And it's just an awful experience. You basically put it on, you get all adjusted, and you have to have it so tight, because otherwise if you don't, it's blurry and the text is misaligned. And I really don't think these preview videos that you see of people experiencing it is representative of what you actually see through the unit itself. It's nothing like it at all. And to be honest, I did get a bit of motion sickness. I get quite bad, not as bad as some people, but I didn't really get it too much. So I was really quite pleased about that. But the main factor is, just comfort. It literally is so painful to wear. Having it on your head, it feels like it's hanging off your head. The front unit is so heavy, and you just can't wait to take it off after like 15 minutes, which is my personal experience. I don't know how people could play this for a long time without getting any sort of permanent damage. I think this whole experience has kind of made me realise that VR is kind of limited, and it needs to be as comfortable as wearing a pair of glasses. I know that sounds technically impossible, but in the future, I think the only way that VR will actually take off itself is if it is as comfortable as wearing a pair of glasses, and it's going to be a long way before that happens, by the looks of it. If this is the kind of unit, it did feel very old but new, because the visuals and stuff are great. I enjoyed Village and Horizon, to be honest. I enjoyed the bow and everything was really good. So it's not the actual games itself, it's the actual unit, and I actually feel really gutted I had to return it. It took me a while to come to sort of terms that I keep putting it off, taking it off and not using it, and it's just going to gather dust. So that's my experience, and it's 2024. So any people that are looking at this and thinking, it's a good deal, I might just hop onto it. I wouldn't. I'd try it at some kind of game demo area or something like that, or a friend's, or even get the first one, because I've heard the first one is a little bit more comfortable. So I think it's something to do with the straps and stuff and the head surround. I don't know what it's called, but that's my kind of experience. So the games are good. Saints and Sinners was a little bit disappointing. I thought it was going to be a bit different. The looting gets very old in that game. But the main, I would have kept playing it if it was comfortable to wear. And one of the issues I thought was going to be actually a pain was the cable, which that wasn't an issue at all, actually. Didn't bother me at all. A few times I had to move it, but I actually thought I was going to be ripping that around. And, so the wireless aspect of Quest really doesn't really hold much value because the cable doesn't really matter. It's just so damn uncomfortable. And that's why I returned it. So it's a bit of a shame. But and I just think the upcoming games for it are meh, not really that good. I'm just gonna go back to the traditional way of playing games, just for a more comfortable experience. So if you got VR, let me know in the comments. But I definitely won't be returning. So that's it. That's my review, respective, whatever you call it. But yeah, that's me. See you later.
Better get to it then. Yes, sir.